Today's video is sponsored by One Football, the best place for all your football news, and they do have a brand new feature for this season. They do have games from the Italian Serie A being streamed live for you guys to watch for absolutely free. The app's free, watching the games is free, all you got to do is download it, and yeah, basically it's the 7:45 kickoff every Saturday. This week it is Empoli against AC Milan. Obviously AC Milan with Tomori in the side. I'd love to see how he's doing in the Serie A. Obviously Serie A winning last season with them, and yeah, obviously he's got his nice upgrade on FIFA up to an 84, so he's super overpowered, and obviously we'll want to see how they do against Empoli. It should be quite a high scoring game because Empoli have, I think Empoli were just promoted, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe that was the season before. Yeah, I think they might have been in the Serie A last season, but now second season, so yeah, still a relatively winnable game for AC Milan, so should be quite a few goals for them. So yeah, make sure you do check it out. It is absolutely free. You alright guys, welcome to the very first episode of the Derby Career Mode Live, and to start this episode we are going straight into a Derby Career Mode in League One. It's the first time ever the club's been down in that division, in my lifetime anyway, so it's something brand new for me. It's going to extend the length of the career mode, so that's going to be good as well, and the objectives are going to be slightly different. Of course, there is a new feature, you can play as a real manager, and I was just thinking, I was having a scroll through of who's there, and you can actually choose Frank Lampard, who, in all fairness, didn't leave Derby in any bad way. You know, we got a lot of money from Chelsea for the compensation. I was just looking through a few of these as well. Like, I don't know how they can say that's Mikel Arteta with a straight face, because that just no chance that's Mikel Arteta. So yeah, we're gonna go for Frank Lampard. I think that's probably the best thing to do. So let's give him a tie. It does kind of look like he's going to a funeral. Maybe we give him a slightly different colour. Yeah, let's go for that. Something like that. That looks Derby-ish. Yeah, you might be wondering why I'm actually wearing a Monaco shirt. Basically, the Derby shirts that I do have, such as this one, when you wear it, you know, green screen, you can't see all the lettering and whatnot, goes straight through. The blue one's not terrible, but it's still, well, it just doesn't work with a green screen. And the yellow goalkeeper kit is just see-through. I just wouldn't be there at all, would I? Imagine that as the video, just there. You're right. Also, I think they've added 3-minute halves, which just makes the world a lot better of a place. We'll play on Legendary as well, because I'm an absolute pro, and that should do. Cool, so let's have a look and see what we are working with in terms of ratings and squad and whatnot, and who's actually in the game.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
The goalkeeper department's a bit of an interesting one, because Wildsmith's technically better, you know, by 1 or 2 stats here and there, but all in all, it's probably long-term better just to play a Nangin goal. What I'd do there, and then regarding the reserves, we haven't got, at least Jake Rooney's there. We've got the Rooney regen. Since the window is closed, technically, I think free agents is the only thing we should probably allow ourselves to sign in this first window. I never really want to do signs in the first window anyway, because obviously most of the teams new regardless. Jason, that is a crazy, I don't think we'd be able to get him, but that is a crazy, I'm just going to add him for the sake of seeing if it could be done. I think this Jesus Gallardo is quite good as well. Oh man, imagine if we got a Choa at 36. That'd be incredible for a season. I don't know if he's like the new Buffon, just being that goalkeeper that you can pick up. Winston Reed's not a bad shout. Trent Sainsbury, we could go to a shop. Who needs Aldi when you got Sainsbury's? Ryan Thomas rings a bell as well, and Lasic. So in regard to free agents, there's actually quite a few good options. And one thing I am debating is whether to actually change formation immediately, because with the new manager coming in, when I do record this, we haven't played a game yet with him, but I assume he's going to play a 3-5-2, and I might be tempted to do that, to be honest, because it kind of does suit what we have as a squad. I'm going to just for the sake of it, see, surely we can't get Jason Denayer at League One. I just feel like that's kind of cheating, in a way, if he does accept that. Surely not. Yeah, they just do a little test, and you can actually get Jason Denier on a free, which is mental. But I like to keep things authentic. I think bringing, if your objective is just to win every single game and be as good as possible, bring in Jason Denier League One, no problem. But realistically, is he going to come down to League One? Probably not. But somebody like Nyland, Ochoa is like the absolute stretch. You see, he says it's not competitive enough league, but that should be the situation with Denier. So I don't know why they've not denied me there. Ah, you know what the annoying thing is? I did a little test on career mode before doing this career mode on a different career mode. And I could sign Scott Carson because I was just looking at like the ratings and whatnot. So I'm a bit weird that I guess it makes sense. He probably wouldn't be a good option anyway. There is somebody that I would like to bring back to the club that makes kind of sense. It's not the lead singer of Coldplay, Chris Martin, but it is the Scottish striker. He's got 12 months left on his contract. He's 33. It's not like it's a realistic signing in terms of rating, and I'd like to bring him back. We have actually got quite a bit of money. 3 million in League One is like a bit too much, if anything. So yeah, there's actually some good shouts here. I don't think I'll go for Winston Reid just because of the age. We've already got quite a few players that are at their peak, and we don't really want to add to that. So I think anything under 30 is a pretty good shout. I do like the look of this Ryan Thomas. Whether he'd actually come to Derby in real life is another question altogether, but at the end of the day, it's my kind of judgment on whether these players are likely to join or not. When you Google Ryan Thomas, if you've ever watched, is that Coronation Street? Yeah, Coronation Street. The actor. Footballer. Yeah, he was at PSV for the last 4 years, but he didn't really play. I think we'll bring him in. I think, at the end of the day, he's about the same rating as what we've got already. It's more about depth than anything. We'll give him an important. But we do need the numbers, I think. I think at the end of the day, it's a very thin squad, and with the amount of games that we've got. First signing on career mode. I think getting 3 agents is probably what we'll do for now. Maybe Chris Martin, just because then I'm not just bringing in, 8 billion different players. His wage down slightly, and that should do quite nicely. I don't think he'll score 10 goals in the season. At the end of the day, I could just stop him. I could get the 9 goals and go, no, you're not scoring anymore. But yeah, I'll take the 7.8 for him, and that's a good signing. What's this? Oh, they got some new cutscenes. So that's pretty cool. You like meeting the players, and it's almost like All or Nothing, isn't it? Where's the voiceover of Ben Kingsley?
With the quadruple still in play, it's a tough time to be missing one of your leading goal scorers.
I don't know if I'll put him into the team straight away. Maybe for Sibley, just because of the rating difference at the end of the day. But he's quite well rounded, probably a bit more attacking than anything. I think if we're playing a 3 at the back, we do probably need more centre-backs. I do quite like the look of this Trent Sainsbury, although I'm usually a bit more of a Marks and Spencer's fan. I think at the end of the day, you can't really be choosy when you're in League One, and a 72 player comes available. Can't complain. Cool, there we go. Sainsbury's in. He'll just add a bit more depth to the team. He might go straight in for Curtis Davis, to be honest. He does just absolutely blitz all of my other defenders. I think I'll keep him there for now. Just sentimental value. I'll keep Curtis Davis in the middle. But we'll keep him on the bench. We'll pop Thomas in. I think I quite like what we got with Barkhausen and Collins as front two. But we'll scout report then for Chris Martin. 68 rated. He's got 34 pace and 84 strength. He's just that big wardrobe up top. Quite similar to Collins in fairness. But yeah, let me know in the comments if I should sign him. I think we'll wrap things up there with the first 2 signings. On a free, you really can't complain. Both 72 plus rated, and we'll do a good job.